Welcome to QLM Business News. And now for today's news stories. Reduced train services from London to Manchester amidst crew shortages. Train operator Avanti West Coast has announced the cancellation of nearly 20 Saturday services between London Euston and Manchester Piccadilly until the end of the year. Initially planning to scrap 40% of the trains on this popular route from December 9th, Avanti has reportedly initiated the reduced timetable immediately, according to reporters. Avanti attributes these changes to a shortage of train crew and ongoing industrial disputes. The train company, jointly owned by First Group and Trenitalia, typically runs around 50 services, approximately 3 per hour during peak times, each weekday between London and Manchester. Similarly, a similar number of services operate on Saturdays, but as of next week, the number will be significantly reduced to just 30 trains. While Avanti West Coast claims it is making efforts to minimize disruptions, train operators must maintain cancellations below a certain threshold to uphold their contractual obligations. Failure to do so can result in penalties and even the loss of their contract. However, if government ministers consent to temporary service reductions, known as short-term planning arrangements, these cancellations won't be reflected in official statistics. Avanti has not officially confirmed seeking such an arrangement, but the Department for Transport affirmed that the planned timetable reductions until January 1, 2024, were established, in accordance with the requirements set out in Avanti's contract. A department spokesperson added, "Despite progress since last year, Avanti still needs to further improve, and we continue to hold it accountable for matters within its control." Train crew shortages, linked to train drivers on average £60,000 salaries refusing to work overtime, highlight the need for modernisation across the wider railway that is being resisted by unions. The temporary timetable changes were necessary to minimize short-notice cancellations due to train crew shortages and to accommodate engineering works that will maintain and improve the resilience of the network. An Avanti West Coast spokesperson expressed apologies to passengers for the inconvenience caused by the cancellations, acknowledging that the situation is far from satisfactory. The company is committed to working diligently to reduce these disruptions. However, the train drivers' union, ASLEF, criticized these changes, with General Secretary Mick Whelan emphasizing that Avanti West Coast is letting down passengers, taxpayers, and staff. The core issue, according to Whelan, is the company's insufficient employment of drivers to fulfill its contracted and promised services. ASLEF contends that Avanti West Coast must take appropriate action in the interests of all stakeholders involved. This news story is brought to you by QLM Business News, your digital media channel. Visit qlmbusinessnews.com. For more business news stories, also follow us on Facebook, X, and YouTube. To help QLM Business News bring you more news stories like this, please like, share and subscribe.